Oh boy, it's time that we talk about this dude. Yo, what is up guys, I'm here hitting you up with a new Etheria restart video today with the Inferno Rengokutsu guide, something that I didn't post, a long-awaited guide from you guys here. Before we jump into the team building, quick thing in eigener Sache, I uploaded a PvP guide yesterday. If it wasn't recommended in your timeline, go check it out. And also guys, I was collabing together with Kovian. I was in his podcast episode as a guest. We were talking about a lot of different topics when it comes to Etheria restarts. It's a 30 minutes long chill video where we just discuss a couple of things that are going on in Etheria restart right now. Go check this video out. I will link it in the description down below and I will pin it as well. So make sure to watch this video, leave a like and a comment, and if you didn't subscribe to Kovian, subscribe as well so he uploads even more videos. Just show some love here. Now I want to highlight today the meta team. You saw maybe a couple of different Rengokutsu guides already out. There were a lot of different setups, but you know what? Today I just want to show you how the meta team looks like, because a lot of people try to show you alternatives, and I want to show you how the meta team really looks like and what the difference is between some of the other options compared to this one, and also to kind of give you a real example of how this team looks in action. Now let's kick things off with the Valerian. The Valerian basic standard build. There were just a couple of adjustments, so I found the time to change the matrices of my gigabytes. So I have Wellspring, Time Weave, and Evil God, which I like as a combination for Valerian in the PvP, PvE content, especially with the gigabyte. And we have the enemy shield, which provides a increased power to the shield with 8%, and also the final damage. So every time a shield is applied, right, or healing is going, we increase the final damage by 1.5%, stacking up to 5 times, which helps out our Didding as well. And then we have Surge just for the extra HP. I could get 15% more, but you know what? This is already good enough. Then let's take a look at the class. The class is also, the way I built her is really just to maximize, capitalize on her effect accuracy. Then with the speed, we want her decently fast as well. And then with the Dark Moon as well, with Shadow Dash for the extra speed. The first slot doesn't really matter. And then with Gaze on the first slot, at the end of each turn, increase the enemy's effect accuracy by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. Really doesn't matter too much here with Rengokutsu, but this is what we want to have, because at the end of the day, we just want to have her speedy with a lot of accuracy, and these shells you farm in other different dungeons, so you have to prep before you go into Rengo for this specific team setup. The reason why we like this Dark Moon even more is the fact that before you actually use your skill free, she will apply with the Dark Moon, will apply the debuff onto that Rengo, and we basically increase our effect accuracy by 50%. So basically we have an effect accuracy of 257%, because we're trying to get as much as we possibly can. Ideally, we would even put 2 lattices into the S3 to get this one here to 100% for the defense and the speed down, to make it even more reliable, because this can sometimes be annoying. But the free turn defense break, speed down, and the Haken, really, especially the defense break and the speed down, helps a lot for this one as well. Then we have the Lily with Jackal Guard to rotate a little bit more. Then we have Dauntless on it as well for the final damage taken, so she tanks a little bit more. And also the way I built her for this one is on effect resistance, HP, and HP. We don't really need accuracy at all on her, but you know what we want to have her? We want to have a tanky, we want to have a fast. Plus 180 I think is a decent speed. It's not really too fast or whatever. Plus 170 is also good enough. You really want to make sure that basically the faster you Lily, the better it is, generally speaking, because the more speed you have, the more turns she gets, the more she can lap the Didding, and then your Didding can actually kill the Rengo. Now where it comes a little bit more tricky is the Didding. I really, by the way guys, now this is completely new build, okay? New build, he got a little bit of upgrades as well, but this guy is the I completely juiced him up now, okay? I completely juiced this guy up. He is now on a count you want to have with momentum, battle will, and fury edge, okay? And then for the count itself, 28% attack, 30% crit damage, and 12% this. So he's completely juiced, right? So one thing you need to pay attention to, so we want to use count for this one. White Fang also works. Count is slightly better because you also have the survivability, which helps out a lot for this one. And the way you want to do it, or how do you want to obtain this, you want to go into the Rengo, be able to like if you can get 1 or 2 maybe successful runs, and that's all you can achieve with like a super slow team or whatever there is out there, you can do that and try to get a free metrics count. This is what you want. You want to get a free metrics count with the Fury Edge, ideally also with the momentum, or harvest could also work. But I found what I found really successful is specifically this free metrics here, because actually guys, battle will is highly underestimated in my opinion. Battle will actually increased my overall RNG for this boss. The amount of procs you can trigger with the Didding and extra damage it does is insane, guys. It's absolutely insane how much extra damage this one can help you out with your Rengokutsu RNG overall, because the dungeon is RNG at the end of the day. But this is basically the setup that we are running here, these 4 units. And you know what, I don't want to wait for too much longer. We're already 7 minutes into this recording. I just want to show you how this looks like. Maybe I should just focus, because this is not a 10 run, just in case they will do something different. So this is already annoying enough. This will be a fail because we didn't even land the defense break. You know what, let's restart this. This is already annoying. This is what I mean. See, we have like 257% accuracy on the claws, but if you don't land the defense break, it's pretty much GG at this point. There's really nothing you can do about it. Like, you can live, yeah, 2 times in a row. Yeah, let's do it again, and let's hope Claus finally decides to land her defense break. This time around, it is at the end of the day super RNG heavy. This time finally we got it with 3 turns. Also, this is super weird with the Dark Moon sometimes. Do you see? That's what we do with the Battle Will. The Battle Will is huge. We just got an extra 65k damage in, just because it procced, right? So we almost got him down, like we removed 40% off his HP bar more or less. Now we're doing the second one, and we got him down by 60%. And this is where you have basically to run down the clock. Now sometimes what is weird when you use Dark Moon on the claws is actually the fact that sometimes, I don't even know why, you end up with only like a 2-turn defense break and not a 3-turn defense break. And it actually makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, because at the end of the day, you're using a shell effect to extend the debuffs, and it's not like there's a resist mechanic or something that you will not be able to use it. Now this one is a success because we were actually able to land that defense break at the start. Let's do one more run so you can actually see what happens. I have no clue if we will win this or if we will fail this, but yeah, this is at the end of the day still a complete RNG. You can make a 10 run here, and you see this dude. I mean, I swear that this class is so stupid. You see this? What I have to deal with here? This is what you have to deal. Like, if she does not land the defense break at the beginning, you're cooked. There's no way, especially when you go with Dark Moon. Now, if you use, for example, Codex is a little bit more, I would say, lenient when you do Rengo, because in case she doesn't land a defense break, you now have a second chance to land a defense break when it is her turn. But usually you don't want this to happen. But if she doesn't land the defense break with Dark Moon on, yeah, the run is basically GG, because Rengo does way too much damage over time, and you need to be fast to get this done, right? And as I said, at the end of the day, this is still there's still a lot of RNG involved when you do this specific dungeon here. This, in my opinion, Rengo needs a nerf. It is absolutely unnecessary difficult for a farming dungeon, which in my opinion just takes the cake here. See, we almost lost this one just because Rengo decided to one-shot Didding for absolutely no reason. Still, if the Valerian wouldn't have been there, we would have been dead. And yeah, guys, this is all I wanted to showcase for you guys today. So if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.